Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah Becker, and I'm excited to join you today to talk about social media beyond the basics. Today, we're going to focus on how entrepreneurs can maximize their social media efforts across multiple social media platforms. To give you just some insight, on kind of where I'm coming from. I'm Hannah Becker. I'm the Vice President and Creative Director at Becker Digital, a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business located in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. My specialty is social media strategies for mission-driven organizations, so government agencies and nonprofits. I've been working in social media for well over a decade, so have seen it through many iterations. And it's really an exciting space where things are constantly changing, and especially as capabilities expand. I also am a faculty member at Virginia Military Institute and Norwich University, and I serve on the Armed Forces Communications and Electronics Association Cyber Committee. So social media can be a portal to opportunities for entrepreneurs that use it well and use it responsibly. If you use social media well, it can help you grow your business. It can help provide access to very valuable market and industry information. You can expand your professional network to include like potential investors, customers, mentors. Can really enhance business operations, especially in terms of marketing, communications, customer service, and then also strengthen brand awareness and community relations. So social media can be really valuable, a really valuable tool for entrepreneurs that want to take their business to the next level. So to give you a little bit of insight, social media is everywhere. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Some established popular social media apps are almost 20 years old, or one's over 20 years old. And so we've got this once new technology that has permeated so many aspects of modern life. Over 70% of adults in the United States are currently active on social media, and the social media user base spans all generations. So we've got Gen Zers, the youngest adult generation currently in America today, millennials, Gen Xers, baby boomers. We even have members of the silent generation that are active on social media. The average social media user is spending over 2 hours a day on social media. This is a lot of scrolling, a lot of clicking, a lot of liking. Just to kind of, so you can wrap your head around this usage stat. If you joined social media when you were 18 and you lived to be 75 years old and you were active on social media for 2 hours every day, which is coming in under the average daily use of American social media users, your lifetime usage of social media would be over 40,000 hours, which is over 1,700 24-hour days spent scrolling, posting, and commenting on social media, which is almost 5 years of your adult life. So social media has definitely taken hold of society, changed how we connect, changed how we communicate, how we find information. It can be a very powerful platform. Social media functions in modern life: advertising for businesses, organizations, communication with friends and family, distributing information, staying up to date on breaking news, connecting with community events, finding job opportunities, supporting nonprofit organizations, networking. It can be a great platform for sharing information, pictures, videos, resources, and to research new brands and markets. So a question I get asked a lot is, what social media app is most popular? Usually in the context of from entrepreneurs, what social media app do I need to prioritize? So the most popular social media apps in America as defined by monthly active users are Facebook and YouTube. These are very well established social media apps. They've got a wide user base in terms of age demographics. Other social media apps that are popular include things like Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, Pinterest. These apps may have different user demographics as terms of their main base. For example, Gen Zers, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, very popular, much more popular with Gen Zers than Facebook is. So social media offers a wide range of opportunities. In terms of entrepreneurs, I classify these opportunities into two categories. One, advertising, connecting your business with prospective customers and clients. Two, networking, connecting with strategic partners and resources. And in today's session, we're going to break down these two kind of different opportunity channels that you can access through social media. And we're going to talk about how you can access them through social media. So social media, in terms of advertising, is really kind of like 21st century window shopping. Prospective customers and clients check out businesses' social media to kind of get a more authentic or genuine feel for what the company's all about. A lot of people feel like social media content's kind of a look behind the curtains, much more real than what is found in traditional advertisements or even on a company's website. Your business has an opportunity to communicate a lot through its social media. And even if it doesn't have social media, it's still communicating a lot about the company to the target audience that may be searching for it online. So if your social media is non-existent or non-active for your business, people may think that your company is, behind the times, obsolete, lacking customer service. However, if it's active, if it's interesting, if it's updated on its social media accounts, people may be more likely to patronize your company. When we have, recent updated social media posts, this can communicate a lot about your company's brand, what it stands for, what it offers, kind of its value proposition, what people can expect if they walk through, the in-person doors of your business, or if they call you, if you work remotely, call or email, what can they expect regarding the customer experience? Some people visit social media to kind of get a face to the company, to see who's running this business, who started it, who works at it. They're looking for a behind the scenes look. They're looking for a real, the genuine take on this company. And they may be seeking out things that are somewhat time sensitive, like sales, promo codes, new products, that type of thing. So in terms of owning a small business, what social media platforms should you prioritize? There are a lot of social media platforms out there. So it's a good kind of question for every entrepreneur to ask is, what kind of social media platforms are gonna work for my company? And there's no one answer. Just because Facebook and YouTube are the most popular doesn't mean those are the best ones for your business. So it just depends on what platforms your target audience is on. You need to know who your target audience, your target market is. You need to know who they are. You need to know what age range, location, online behavior, kind of priorities. You need to know who they are, where they are, and then meet them where they're at. So if your target market's baby boomers in rural Virginia, where we are today, Facebook and Pinterest need to be high priorities for your small business. If your target market's Gen Zers in a suburban or urban area, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, these need to be prioritized. It's important to note that social media popularity changes. It changes with culture, consumer behavior, demographic shifts. One of the best examples of this was Facebook. So Facebook, at 18 years old, when it first rolled out, Facebook required a .edu email address to get a profile. So what this meant was the majority of their users were college students, specifically undergraduate college students with an age range of 18 to 22. So millennials, 18 to 22. This was a very specific target market for their user base. Today, the target market, the fastest growing demographic of Facebook users is not 18 to 22. It's actually senior citizens, 65 years and older. 18 years, very different target audience in terms of the majority of the new user base. Today's 18 to 22-year-olds who are Gen Zers are flocking to other social media apps that offer video capabilities and disappearing content. So as we see the user base shift, we see changes in terms of return on investment on Facebook for specific companies, and then also features, what are the users demanding? Okay, so that's the advertising opportunity social media provides. I want to get into networking and then we'll loop them back together in terms of how to do well online as an entrepreneur. So networking, social media can be a great way for you to connect with people that you need to know. So potential business partners, customers, clients, investors, mentors, sponsors, nonprofit organizations like the Shenandoah Community Capital Fund, who's hosting this event today. Social media allows you access to people that in a traditional sense you may never have access to, or you have to go through so many gatekeepers. It cuts that out. Social media, if you do it well, can also kind of provide social proof that you're reputable, you're respected, you're reliable, you're a competent professional, or even a subject matter expert in your field. All these connections, these potential connections, can look you up online and see, who else you're connected with. Maybe you're connected with thought leaders in industry or community leaders. This can kind of provide the same kind of social capital that, letters of recommendation used to provide. And then thirdly, social media can be a very strategic tool in terms of reputation management. And we're going to look at this in terms of our personal brand and managing our reputation so that we continue to experience good opportunities coming to us through social media, and that we use it in a way that just opens doors for us as opposed to closing them. So when most people think of networking in terms of social media, they think of LinkedIn. It's not the only app available for networking, but it is can be incredibly useful for entrepreneurs. Some tips specific to LinkedIn for entrepreneurs. We want to make sure our profile stands out. We want this thing to be updated. Make sure you have employment, education, volunteering, membership organizations. Use your profile to really communicate and drive home your personal brand. Make sure you have a catchy headline. Make sure your about section's filled out. Make sure your job descriptions tell a story and they communicate your competency and how past experiences contribute positively to the work that you're doing now. A personal brand is kind of like your reputation. It's how people perceive you and what characteristics come to mind when they think of you. Amazon's founder, Jeff Bezos, was quoted, a personal brand, your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. So it's these things that they connect when they think about you. In business, a personal brand encompasses what you do, who you are, what you stand for, and what you have to offer either other organizations or the community. Good personal brands don't just happen. It takes some reputation management and some intention. That being said, what we post online if we post things that are responsible and ethical and valuable, the estimation of ourselves as professionals may go up in people's minds. Likewise, if we post things that are not professional, that are not ethical, or that are irresponsible, the way people view us, our personal brand may be diminished. Sometimes people post online thinking it's funny, they post in the moment, and they're thinking about like 3 of their closest friends that are going to see this post. Maybe it's an inside joke or there's more context to it. But with social media, everything that we do, everything that we put online, everything that we like, everything we comment, everything we share, everything we engage with has the potential to have a ripple effect. Just because you're posting something on a private social media account doesn't mean someone's not going to screenshot that and put it on a public forum. As entrepreneurs, we're often tasked with also being community and industry leaders. Therefore, it is essential that we demonstrate good social media skills that reflect well on us as a professional. Being cognizant that social media has this potential to have a ripple effect in terms of a global audience is very important as you're thinking about how can I use social media to increase my opportunities as opposed to decreasing it. So especially on LinkedIn, we want to think about how our content impacts our professional reputation. Everything we post, everything we share has the potential to enhance our reputation or destroy it. So when you're thinking, should I post this or should I not post this? I recommend people think about, if this social media post served as someone's first impression of me, what might they conclude? Does it help or hurt my professional reputation? Does it help or hurt my business's reputation? In today's extremely connected world, our social media content, our social media activity is kind of viewed as an extension of who we are. It's definitely a reflection of who we are, but to some degree an extension, and we are accountable for what we do online. So social media, doing it well, cannot be summed up in 20 minutes, but I wanted to give you 3 tips so you can leave here today, leave the summit, have stuff actionable you can implement to enhance your business goals. The first tip, we want to develop a social media strategy. You do not need to be posting on the fly. Social media can be a huge, huge time suck. You're a business owner. You do not have time to scroll on social media for 2 hours a day. To avoid wasting tons of time on social media, you need a strategy. And an effective social media strategy is going to include an actionable plan for the following. You need a content development plan. What are you going to be posting? What's it going to look like? Who's creating this content? You need a platform management plan. Who's going to be doing that? That is not something that you do once a month and forget about it. You need to have a response plan for comments, direct messages. You need to have a performance evaluation periodically, specifically on how well is your social media content doing online. I recommend at minimum once a quarter, you're pulling the analytics on your business social media accounts and you're looking at what worked, what didn't work. If it works, do more of it. If it didn't work, axe that. And then 5th, do what you're doing today, which is investing in social media continuing education. The only thing constant about social media is that it's constantly changing. You've got to stay up to date on what's important. Second tip, do not try to be on every platform. Do not overextend yourself by trying to be active on everything. If you do this, your social media for your business is going to look terrible. You need to prioritize 2 to 3 popular social media apps that do two things. One, your target market, your target audiences are on there. That's one. Two, the content requirements are within your capabilities. If you're really good with video, YouTube might be a great platform, or Facebook, a great platform for you to share this type of content. If you're a really good writer, LinkedIn may be a really good platform for you, or Twitter. Instagram would be more for photos and shorter form videos. So just be thinking about what type of content fall within your capabilities that you can deliver consistently and at high quality. And our third tip, we want to think quality over quantity. When it comes to social media content and engagement, it is better to post something really, really insightful and helpful once a month than it is to post a bunch of stuff that no one cares about 3 times a day. Don't feel pressured to post constantly. We focus on quality to be successful, quality content. The internet is full of information. There is a lot of noise online. The key, there is no shortcut in terms of how to circumvent that. The key to making a splash on social media is quality content that enriches people's lives. Social media success cannot be defined solely by, your engagement stats, your followers, your likes. As business owners, we need to be thinking long-term, and this includes social media. The key to success on social media for entrepreneurs is quality connections and engagement that cultivate long-term relationships with our community and our customers. Here we've got a few references. I appreciate your time and attention today. I know that's a very consolidated view of social media. If you visit our website, Becker Digital's website, under our blog tab, there's a ton of information on specific to social media strategy, a lot of how-tos if you're looking for something a little bit deeper. Thank you for your time and attention, and I think we'll close out today with some questions.